Okay, everyone. Hi, hello, and welcome to Anonnie's Temple, the Temple of the High Priestess. I'm here to do a prophecy reading. Yeah, Three of Wands, but I'm just trying to figure out if the Divine wants me to share it or not. There's been some complicated energy surrounding the King of Wands. I don't know what's going on with him and how he's feeling. There's been some complicated energy with him and his emotions and him trying to figure out, I don't know, this fine line between love and hate, or Four of Swords, Five of Swords. This fine line of whether or not he should just give up trying to talk to you with the Ten of Wands and the King of Swords here. There's been some particular type of masculine energy, and I think I did it in the last reading, with the King of Cups, who was just really like down on himself, feeling very depressed, not feeling motivated. So I don't know if this is that same energy in particular, and I'm also trying to figure out if it's even worth it to read this King of Wands energy, because there's just something about how it's all behind the scenes. He's not really showing his face. There's so much that's going on that he wants to tell you, but really until he tells you, this storyline will not move anywhere. He needs to put some energy forth and do something to grab your attention, I'm hearing. So I don't know what he's been up to and what he's been doing, but he's exhausted by some form of communication, or he's just exhausted where he's at this tipping point where he can think and think and think so much, but until there's some form of action, it's just kind of like a car that is screeching its own tires in the same place. This person could also be in Indiana right now, because I'm hearing something about the Indianapolis or the Indy 500. Like that NASCAR racing tournament. But I don't know what's happening here. Like, he just feels really, really exhausted trying to think of a plan, trying to think something through, or literally just trying to get his Page of Swords. He feels exhausted trying to get his point across to an Empress that's in the reverse. He's trying to get his point across to an Empress in the reversed, and she's not really having it with the Three of Pentacles reversed. Like, she could be being very, very stubborn, doesn't want to collaborate, doesn't want to work things out, isn't trying to make things better. It gives the energy of someone who wants a divorce, because he's showing up as the King of Swords and the King of Wands. This is an energy that wants his freedom, but also with the King of Swords, he is single. So, but it's like he's single and ready to mingle if he is bouncing back and forth between a King of Swords and a King of Wands. And so I feel here he showed up as a King of Swords with the Empress in the reverse specifically because he wants someone to sign maybe some type of divorce paperwork, or he wants someone to sign off and finish out this divorce, I'm hearing. But it's like this Empress reverse is taking forever because we have the Justice that's coming out in the reverse. I feel here like she's taking forever because he wants to come forward with this Ace of Pentacles, but with the Seven of Cups here, it's like he is upset about the timing of it all. Like, this masculine is very self-conscious about timing when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Swords. It's sort of this energy of like when someone feels like they have it's like when someone, it's like this Empress reversed feels like she has this last bit of power over this King of Wands, and it's by dictating when she decides to sign this paperwork or when she decides to kind of set him free in a way. And it's because, of course, I think she realizes that I'm hearing she is thinking in her mindset, this Empress in the reverse is thinking that someone only wants a divorce, or men only want a divorce when they already have their sights set on someone. Okay? Page of Swords and the Devil with the Temperance energy here and Page of Swords. Show me, please. Then we have the Six of Swords. This King of Wands just feels like it's done. Whoever this Empress is and the reverse that he's connected to, it's like there's no getting through to her. There's no like making things work. He's not trying to make things work. This is a man who genuinely feels like we should go our separate ways because we will both genuinely be happier. I'm also hearing there's something where it's like that we're done communicating about this. We're done talking this through. Like there's nothing else to talk through. With the King of Swords, I'm getting here in the upright. It's like there's even like a lawyer here. There's even some bartering or exchanges happening back and forth. With the Nine of Wands here and the Magician, where he's like, "Can we just make this work?" It's like when you have a couple that's getting divorced and they argue about a toaster oven. It's like, come on, like just sign the paperwork. We've done enough of the legalities. There's been enough paperwork, shoveled back and forth. There are enough signatures. Like there, he's like, come on. We're at the last straw here, I feel this masculine saying to this Empress reverse. And he's like, listen, we're at the last straw and I'm ready to be free. I'm ready to be liberated. I'm ready to be in this new type of energy in my life. So with the Magician and Knight of Wands, it's like, how much further is she going to try to push this? The manifestation is already happening. It's unavoidable. This new beginning, this shift, this change, this detachment between this Empress reverse and this King of Wands, it's inevitable. Who is the queen? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, because he has something in his mind. He has something he wants to say to you. He has something he wants to give to you with the Ace of Pentacles here. This could be a fresh start. It's not the Ace of Wands, but it could still be like a fresh start type of energy where someone is like, here, I want to give this to you to show my appreciation for you, to show my seriousness and my interest in you. Okay? Who is this Empress in the reversed to the King of Wands? How do they know each other? Page of Cups. They're friendly. How do they know each other? I'm getting, friendly and the messages here. With the Four of Cups and the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and then to the Empress again. With the Ace of Wands here at the bottom. I feel like he has tried to be as cordial and as amicable as he possibly could as things have come to an end with this Empress reversed. In this situation, it's unavoidable for her to feel like she's been rejected because the nature of this documentation is showing that he's bored. He doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. And there is some animosity here with the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords here about how maybe he switched up with the Knight of Swords here. This Empress feels as though it was like his decision to reject her and to no longer be invested in her came like very swiftly. She feels like there weren't a lot of warning signs. And they're showing me here like two knights with the Seven of Swords in the middle. So for some time, when this divorce went through or whatever, when the announcement was made or when he said he wanted a divorce, like it really turned into like, who hurt each other the most, who got the deepest wounds from this experience. Like with the Seven of Swords here is like, who was betrayed the most, who got hurt the most, who was tricked the most. And so there was probably a lot of back and forth here that was very petty. And this Empress that he's divorcing from, and I'm going to clarify that, this Empress that he's divorcing from, she liked that back and forth with the Two of Pentacles here and the Empress, because in some ways it still made her feel important. But I feel like he's at the point now where it's like, take the dog, take the toaster oven, take this, take that. Who cares? Just sign it. Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. There's a completely different feminine energy that he wants. And he's received the green light to go in this direction with her. So every second that this Empress in the reverse starts to, you see, because we have one in the reverse and one in the upright and the Eight of Cups here. It's like every second or every day or like every email that goes back and forth between these lawyers and the confirmation and this and that, it just seems like it's a needless delay because the Empress does not want to see him leave, but she is anyway. She's going to watch him leave anyway, and he is leaving anyway. And he's going towards an Empress who's a Queen of Pentacles, which is also another woman or another feminine energy that he wants to marry, that he sees himself marrying. This is one of those energies, and I know that sometimes this can be devastating for feminines, but this is one of those energies where it's like there could be a woman who dated a man for like 10 years. I'm also getting 7 years. Like there could be a woman who dated this emperor or who dated this king of wands for like 7 to 9 years. And it's like they finally got engaged, but then when they got engaged, he realized that he didn't want to be with her. Or maybe he went through with the wedding and he realized that he didn't want to be with her. He didn't see that type of future with her. And like it's one of those energies where like you break up or you get a divorce, and then it's like within 3 months, they're already with somebody else. And that could be really devastating, of course, to whoever the ex person is here, to whoever this Empress in the reversed is. But it does seem like it is that immediate, so to speak. Okay? It's like the devastation of dating someone for 10 years. And then after you break up, they end up marrying the next person that they date within 3 months. I feel like that's just how this cookie crumbles. That's just how this ends up going. 3 of Swords, yeah. And that's why she's holding on. That's why she's so heartbroken and devastated when it comes to this document that she needs to sign to finalize the end of their partnership. The end of their partnership or the end of their relationship, the end of their marriage. Okay? The World. Yeah, it's done. So I feel like this was, okay, Ace of Swords wants to come out. Yeah, Death reversed, Knight of Pentacles, and Ace of Swords. Like this and the World card here. Like this man, this is a reading for the divine masculine energies because that's what we're focusing on here. And this is like a King of Wands that I'm reading for. This is like some shit that was caught up in the courts for such a long time. With the Death reversed and the Knight of Pentacles, that is like the ultimate sluggish energy of like, when is this gonna end? Like just put it out of its misery already. It's like watching a wounded animal suffer, like put it out of its misery. But it's like, maybe that's how he feels. Oh gosh, that's funny. High Priestess, yeah, that's how he feels. With the 6 of Pentacles here and the 5 of Wands reversed. He's like, I don't want to fight with you, woman. Just put me out of my misery, please. Jeez. Okay. I don't know how long this was caught up in the court, but it was just like, it was like a slug's pace to get this documentation prepared, ready, signed, so that he can get in, so that he can move into this Fool energy, this Star energy, so that he can keep it pushing to everything else that he wants to have in his life. Okay, this could even be child custody papers, I'm also hearing. Yeah, King of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Like he is a bit upset. You know, if there's something that's keeping him up at night, it's the amount of money that he may lose or the amount of money that is involved in this divorce or in this separation, whatever type of separation it is. So that's keeping him up at night. He is a bit anxious and afraid in terms of how he's going to replenish those funds and how he's going to get that money back. But with the Justice card here, it's worth it. It's worth it. Okay? King of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and Justice. It's worth it for him to have his freedom back. The Star and 10 of Coins. Like he realizes that this is him finalizing this separation, and this separation being finalized is about more than money. He can always make the money back. He can always attract more money to him. This is about how he didn't want his legacy connected to this Empress in the reversed anymore. That is a more critical point where it seems like now this separation is worth it. He doesn't want this woman to be a part of his legacy anymore. Okay? 3 of Cups. And he's happy about it. He's going to get what he wants. Okay? He'll get what he wants. Let me take a sip of water. Hey, everyone. I feel like I have been guzzling water lately. Let me, hold on. I don't want you to see my stash in here. Let Not my stash. I'm sorry. This is where I keep all of my tarot cards. That came off a bit wonky. My bad. Let me pull this card out here. This deck. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do joie de vivre and let's see what else this is about. We're gonna see what else is happening here with this King of Wands energy. I'm hearing the day that you decide that you deserve to be happy is the day that you decide to change. Show us a bit more of this story and this play and what's going on, please. This timeline. Seven of Cups and Knight of Swords. I feel like he's taking a chance when it comes to all of these options that he has. He's not sure of the outcome. He's not sure of how things are going to end up. He's not 100% sure if he's even making the right decision here. But with all of these options presenting themselves, he can't just sit there and oogle and ah and like, ooh, this one or that one or this one or that one. Eventually, you need to choose one of the mirrors in the hall of mirrors. Eventually, you need to choose one of the doors to walk through, and you don't know what's on the other side of the door. In some ways, maybe that's what makes it exciting. But I feel here that he's garnered enough self-respect and enough self-efficacy, so to speak, here, that now he is able to say, you know what, Knight of Swords, full steam ahead. I'm going to choose that one. And for him, even of himself, he's a bit uncertain. It seems a bit shaky on how this action that he's taking towards you is going to turn out. King of Swords. The Chariot and the Sun. But here's the thing, and this is why he's trusting the process to come towards you, Divine Feminine, Empress, Queen of Pentacles. He's trusting this process because you make him feel good. You ever experience this feeling where it feels like you're floating or you're walking on air? You don't want to come back down, and you trust it because it feels good. So even though with the Seven of Cups here, it seems like there's multiple options or a little bit of confusion and uncertainty about what's the right choice, with the Chariot coming out here to the Sun that fell out over here with the Seven of Cups, he's actually choosing correctly. I feel here that this could also be a man who chose a previous relationship based off of what was familiar to him. So it didn't seem like there was much of any risk at all. So he felt incredibly comfortable there. He felt like a King of Swords, maybe even like he was living with a roommate. So yes, it felt comfortable and it felt familiar, but there's a level of uncertainty here that is exciting him, and he's choosing correctly because rather than intellectualizing his feelings or perhaps getting into a relationship just for intellectual or logical reasons, he decided to take a chance and to accept one of the Seven of Cups here. And that Seven of Cups is actually the Sun in the Chariot. He's moving to a new level of happiness, fulfillment, joy, laughter, and levity. He chose correctly. Eight of Wands, the Chariot. And so he's saying, I'm coming home. And he's coming home to you. The Sun energy, which I really love and how it's showing up here, it's like you make this person feel like when they were a kid again, and they could just trust the universe. You know, like when you were a child and you woke up and you're like, you just trusted the day, you trusted the sun, you trusted your family, you trusted just the energy of the day, you trusted time. It's like you trusted life. I feel here like with the Knight of Swords to the Seven of Cups to the Sun, this is such a delightful surprise. Such a delightful choice for someone to just be like, oh, I enjoy life again. I enjoy life like I'm a kid, taking each day as it comes, being playful, having a great sense of humor, being funny, being silly, without restraints. The Chariot, Eight of Wands, this person is coming to you. And look, as what they're showing me here, the restraints were with this ex-person. Eight of Swords to the Queen of Wands, and she could be a fire sign. I'm hearing she could be a Sagittarius, but of course, she doesn't have to be. But it's really like this person ended up staying with someone because they were attracted to them. And I don't think that they really let that sink in, how long they stayed with someone just because of their sexual appeal. Like, that's how she could always win him back over, so to speak, or that's how they would make up after arguments. But she didn't make him feel good emotionally. She didn't make him feel safe. She doesn't make his inner child feel safe with the sun energy here. Also, he wants a wedding, he wants marriage, and he doesn't see himself marrying her. Show me, please. Page of Swords reversed. Sneaky, what's that? Sneaky, like he sneak watches you. The Hermit, ooh, yeah, he does. Yes, he does. I feel like he has a secret account that's an anonymous account, or it could be a burner account where he watches you. There could have been issues in his relationship where he was watching you and he got caught with the Page of Swords reversed. So to avoid all of this arguing again, or this pettiness again, or this gossip, he decided to be in a hermit mode. Like it's almost like he watches you incognito. And he does it without a trace. Page of Swords reversed. High Priestess, but you know he does. Show me more. So you watch the Divine Feminine? Yeah, Emperor. Yes, he does. You watch the Divine Feminine, Emperor? The feminine you want to be with? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, he finds you thrilling, entertaining. With the Nine of Coins here, he finds you to be like this illustrious character. Like there's a literal luster about you. Like there's a glow on your skin. Nine of Coins here. He watches you because you make him feel it's like you make him feel in layers. I know that sounds strange, but hear me out. With this Queen of Wands, I think that she turned him on sensually. For you with the Nine of Coins, there are so many aspects to how you present yourself that he finds attractive. So it's like the attraction he feels for you is layered and deep. Nine of Coins is the ultimate of what you can imagine. This is someone who is self-made, beautiful, attractive, enticing, fun to be around, someone that you enjoy being around. Nine of Coins is like, she has her own. They have their own. And they're self-sufficient and happy and fulfilled in who they are. This Nine of Coins, if he's watching you and he sees you as a Nine of Coins, this is like totally he has a crush on you. Totally like you're the hot cheerleader. Like it's like that type of level. Like he feels like he's the nerd and you're the hot cheerleader. Okay? It's like Nine of Coins, like, whoa, she's so hot, she's out of my league type of stuff. Show me more. You had 10 of Cups, but he wants to marry you. He wants a relationship, a union with you. Show me more. You watch the Divine Feminine? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, he does. Two of Cups. Wow. He watches you at work. He has actually increased his time on social media because he watches you. He's finding himself becoming distracted, like he's taking longer to complete tasks, or it's taking him longer to like do things that he normally does on a day-to-day. With the Eight of Coins to the Nine of Coins to the Two of Cups, it's just literally like it's everything about you. They're showing me create a sim. That's how this man feels about you with the 2 of Cups, 9 of Coins to the 8 of Coins. Like the divine literally went into create a sim. The divine created a sim, created you as a human being, and gave you everything that he could want in a partner. It's like this man feels as though with the 8 of Coins and the 9 of Coins that you are made for him. Like you're this custom made partner, a custom made soulmate, 2 of Cups for him. And I feel like he's been doing this and he's been confirming this by watching you without you really knowing that it's specifically him that's been watching you. Okay. So this man who's watching, yeah, the devil, 4 of Cups, Ace of Coins, the Tower. This person hasn't been able, this person is still focused on you. And if there's any diversions or someone who tries to distract him from communicating with you or from watching you or from looking at you, it's like he's noticed time and time again that those distractions fall by the wayside. There could have been someone who tried to interfere. Turns out that he barely even talks to that person anymore. There could have been people who wanted him to focus on a different area of his life or to focus on his work. Turns out that maybe something happened and now he doesn't have to spend as much time at work in a positive way. So now he even has more time to watch you or to look at you, to observe you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah, honey. Can you tell us more about who this masculine is? Because we have a King of Wands and we also have a King of Pentacles. We've also seen a King of Swords. Can you show us who this masculine is? Can you define yourself for us? Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, he's saying he's a gift. The Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups reversed. That's not exactly telling us who you are. Show me more, please. 7 of Pentacles in the Hierophant. This is a special message for you. Okay, we do have the King of Coins and Temperance coming out here. Whoever this man is, you would know him because when you met, the timing of your meeting and the timing of when you first met each other, he was going through heartbreak about the past. He was getting over a separation, or he was getting over a heartbreak, or he was like literally in the middle of it. So maybe when you met this person, he was in the middle of a separation, or he was literally in the middle of a divorce. And when you tried communicating with him, or this was after a breakup or something, and when you tried communicating with him, he could have been somewhat combative. He could have been distracted by drama going on around him. And he also probably came across as a bit depressed or a bit pessimistic or a bit down, a bit melancholic. That's how you'll know who this person is. When you met, he was going through like a really tough time emotionally. But since then, with the 7 of Coins here in the Hierophant, it's very interesting how he's saying specifically, this is your partner, okay? He's saying specifically that since you last saw him, he's actually been working on his relationship with God. He's been working on his relationship with Source. He's been working on his relationship with his higher self, with his spiritual self, with his moral self, with being a person who does good in the world, so to speak, with the Hierophant here and 7 of Coins. So this could be someone who went through a tough time, feeling pessimistic, feeling depressed. There was a lot of conflict and drama around him, was going through a breakup. He was with this person for a long time, but it just finally seemed like it wasn't going to work out. It was the final slay, the final call for the curtains to close on this relationship. And once that ended, I feel like you met him during that time, that ended. And then he was like, you know what? I just need to take some time away to myself. I feel like he needed some peace and quiet. This is the type of man where when he wants to replenish his energy, when he wants to cleanse his energy, he's going to go out and do some yard work. He's going to go out and chop wood and carry water. He's going to go to a silent meditation retreat because he just needed a reset here. 7 of coins to the Hierophant here. He needed a reset in his spiritual body. Okay? That's how this could be a King of Coins. This could be a masculine fire, masculine earth sign, but that's how you'll know who he is. You met him when he was having a tough time. You are showing up as divine partners again, Queen of Coins, 4 of Wands. And since then, he took a little time to himself to set himself straight. Okay? Ace of Coins, and now he's ready to give to you. It's going to be shocking. You're going to love it, though, Queen of Coins. You're going to love it. Okay? They told me to stop here. Yeah, 4 of Swords. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you all for joining me at the Temple of the High Priestess. I hope this message was helpful for you. It was kind of a shorter message, but I am actually... yeah, I am really getting something here like, and that's enough. That's all that needs to be said. Okay. This Empress reversed, as I mentioned at the beginning, could also be a mother figure. So not necessarily a divorce, but something here with a mother figure. Okay. Where I'm hearing he was trying to talk with this mother figure. This is if it's not a divorce, okay? He was trying to talk with this mother figure, and it's just like there's no getting through to her. She's too stubborn. She's too stuck in her ways. She doesn't understand the point that he's trying to get across. And it's gotten to the point where she doesn't even want what's best for him or something, he feels. Because with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, that's someone who's being... pointlessly resistant. It's like we could easily resolve this, but instead you're making this troublesome. You're making a process cumbersome. Okay? All right? Either an ex-wife or a mother. Okay? Or a baby mother or an ex-fiance. Okay? All right. Can you show us what will be next for the 2 people in this union? Or do we need to keep it a secret? What is next? Or should we keep it a secret? The Chariot has come out again. And it's funny because that's both and. That's like yes and yes. So the next step here is the next step. Okay. Ace of Wands and Knight of Wands. Beautiful. That explains it a bit more. The next step is you're going to hear from this person. You're going to see this person in person. Okay, that came out funny. The next step is reuniting, being face to face. The next step is also him showing his attraction to you. Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands is no longer friends. It's no longer abstract. It's no longer ambiguous. The next step here is he is showing that he is sexually attracted to you. Okay? And it will continue to flow from there. But you should expect to receive communication. Yeah, you should expect to receive 8 of Swords reversed. Yeah, 8 of Swords reversed to the 8 of Wands. Yup. So again, he is reiterating that he has escaped this Queen of Wands. He is no longer with her. She's going to try to cling on to him, but it fails. It fails every time. It fails every which way. Everything, everywhere, all at once. The Queen of Wands, she fails. Okay? He's saying that he's getting out of his head and communicating with you, and he's going to start to show you that he's sexually attracted to you. Page of Coins, okay? Yep. So expect to hear from him. Okay. That is enough. Thank you all for joining me at the Temple of the High Priestess. I close out the energy of this reading, and I close the portals that I've been looking within and through. Glory be to the highest creator of all things, and thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting us in our divine unions. Glory be to the most high source, one creator of all things, the benevolence of love. We give gratitude for it is within us and around us and always, always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I close out the energy of this reading. Ashe. Okay, y'all. I'll see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.